Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that crap. We are here to talk about Chelsea's very, very busy window that we were reported we were going to go through a few days ago. And it's not really been that busy, but we're going to talk about all the latest transfer rumors and situations surrounding this football club. And honestly, yeah, just end this window as soon as possible, please. But we're here. Big up to every single one of you. Hit the likes, subscribe. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. We will be back live tomorrow, but obviously, seeing as we're doing a video, I'm sure you can understand how much transfer activity we are actually going through at this point. But we're going to start off with the first topic for today, which is Mathys Tel. Mathys Tel. He's rejected us again. He's rejected us again. So, just in from Build, Mathys Tel has made it clear that he doesn't want to go to Chelsea because the competition there is just as big as in Munich. Tel wants to leave Bayern Munich in order to play regularly. We kind of knew this for a few weeks, but here we are. We tried one more time because Fabrizio dropped the bomber yesterday that Tel now wants to leave Bayern Munich. And fair play to Bayern. I guess ousting him from any opportunities off the bench actually played a part, because the story from the start of the window is that Tel just wanted to succeed at Bayern. He didn't want to go anywhere else. He just wanted to succeed at Bayern. And I guess a lot has changed in the last 3 or 4 weeks to change that stance. But he doesn't want to join Chelsea anyway. And I actually understand it. Like, you're not guaranteed minutes here. You're not guaranteed minutes at Bayern Munich. If you were to leave Bayern Munich, why would you leave Bayern to join a side where you're still not guaranteed to play week in and week out? It doesn't make any sense. You're going from one problem to another problem. So, here it is. Just please end it here. I beg. I don't need any more briefings like the ones I've seen already still dropping today, saying that we're considering whether or not to drop a bid for Tel. Tel don't want to join us. He's been telling us this for the last 4 weeks. Can we just take the hint? Take the hint and let's stop doing the whole, oh, she might like me if I keep trying method, because that never works for anyone. We all have a mate who tries that sort of BS. It never works out for them, and they're just made to look sad. And they're just made to keep looking sad. But here it is. It just keeps happening. Yep, this was the briefing that we got. Still, in spite of that, it is unclear whether Chelsea will formalize their interest in Tel with a bid. Go away. Miss me with this crap. Tel is telling us he does not want to join the Chelsea. Just leave it there, man. Just leave it there. Keep it stepping, man. We don't need to keep running this tired transfer saga into the ground. Now we know Manchester United have potential interest in him, and he's got a great opportunity of game time over there. Also because, you already know what we're trying to do with Manchester United. They lose someone that can play on the left, we'll go and gain somebody that can play on the left instead. But he's got links to Manchester United. He's got links to, I think, Frankfurt as well, and a string of other teams around Europe. So there's a lot of options for him. And there will be options that will be able to guarantee him minutes, which will probably be the deciding factor for whatever club Tel decides to go to. And if that happens, then it might mean Bayern Munich come back in, and we might see Nkunku get shifted out before the end of the window too. Which would mean like we can get 60 million or something along that amount in, and hopefully put that money towards a striker and not to Alejandro Garnacho, I beg. Because there's a very interesting striker situation going on at, what's it called? Going on at Aston Villa. Arsenal have now just come in and had a bid rejected by Villa for Ollie Watkins. Proposal around 60 million turned down. Villa also in active talks with Al Nassr for John Duran. And we already know we have interest in Duran as well. There's been quiet murmurs of us trying to formulate some sort of deal for Duran, maybe with a player going the other way. We already know that Axel Disasi is in talks with Aston Villa, who's already agreed personal terms, and they've also just dropped a bid for him as well. Full salary coverage, there'll be a loan fee as well, and it'll be up to Chelsea whether we accept that or not. Maybe by the time I drop this video, we would have already heard that the deal's gone through. But it seems like the Sassy is going to go to Aston Villa for the rest of the season, which I still don't really understand because they have issues. They have issues with their centre-back depth, and we are basically helping them out with that. But it looks like it's set in stone. So while you're in these conversations, have a talk about Duran. And you know what? Have a talk about Ollie Watkins as well. Because if Arsenal are in there trying to drop a bid for him, why don't we try and do something similar too? I get it. The guy's 29 years old. He might be close to a decline, but he'd still come in and give us some box presence that we've been severely lacking. He'd be a very great short-term option for us, depending on how long he can stay at the level that he's at for. He'd be much more clinical in the box. He'd have much better decision-making in the box, and he's a great all-round forward that can also get other players into play as well. And he's got the Premier League experience. So if Ollie Watkins is there, or one of those strikers is there to go for it. Go for it, because the Secret Scout is the first one that reported this news. And he said it was all key on Joao Felix going to Aston Villa. I do not want Joao Felix going anywhere if it doesn't mean that another striker isn't coming in to replace him. If it's John Duran for Joao Felix, cool. If it's Ollie Watkins for Joao Felix, cool. I don't mind that. Sending Joao Felix, not getting a striker, and then helping our rivals go and get a striker across the line is beyond brain dead. And that helps absolutely nobody. So we hold a key in this whole scenario. Act on it. Act on it. Because there's options. There's literally options there. Everyone's moving right now. Even Tottenham are trying to go for, what's his name? Visser. Johan Visser from Brentford. And he would be a great option for us in terms of goal threat as well. This guy guarantees you goals and assists. And he goes and he helps out the midfield as well. Oh, so the Secret Scout has actually reported a bit more on this. So he first reported, just to confirm what I was saying, Villa want to get Joao Felix in before they consider selling Ollie Watkins. Watkins wants to move. They've approached Villa to sign him with a fee in the region of 60 million, aka one Alejandro Garnacho. But yeah, that's going to be the game-changing move that we make, innit, guys? Yeah, great. I think there was also a new update from him too. Oh, that's the Enzo Fernandez deal. Good times. Understanding terms between representatives and Arsenal is not a problem. Villa see Duran as a long-term centre-forward and are open to selling Watkins at the right fee. So they'd probably be willing to sell Watkins just to guarantee Duran starting minutes and hope that it convinces him to stay instead of joining Al Nassr. But then they'd also want Joao Felix as well to accompany him as support. I don't involve him unless we have a striker going the other way. There is no reason to go and not just help a top 4 rival, but to go and help our actual rivals in Arsenal as well. You're helping 2 rivals in one go if we send Joao Felix to Aston Villa. No. Don't do this garbage. It doesn't help us. Because if one of those goes to Arsenal, then we're not going to get Duran. And then what? You brought in all that money for what? Yay, profit, but we haven't strengthened the squad. Great. Big round of applause and all of that. Why don't we get involved in stuff like this? I get it. People are going to tell me, oh, he's 29 and everything. He's going to decline in a few years. He'd be a good short-term option for us to help us get Champions League. And then you can use that money to go and get somebody long-term then. If he starts to decline. Ultimately, he would help us now. And we need options for now. So if Arsenal are going in for him, go in for him as well. And offer Joao Felix the other way. If it kills 2 birds with 1 stone, at least then we get our striker. At least then we get our second option. Or, to be honest, he'd be starting on the form that Nicholas Jackson is on. So who am I kidding? But yeah, that is all the news for today, I think. I haven't seen anything else. Chilwell set to stay at Chelsea unless a late move comes. No one's coming in for Chilwell, not on those wages. So that's a bit of a dead point to bring up. And we're also signing a 16-year-old from Brazil called Denner. Great. Buy and flip, standard, but that's not going to help us now, so who gives a damn? But yeah, that's all for the news for today. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Don't forget to smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And we are out, people.